So everyone knows that St. George, Utah is a great place to retire. And this is public information, right? I mean, for example, niche.com, they ranked Ivins, which is a city just above St. George, and St. George as the 2 best places to retire in Utah.
Both in Washington County.
Both in Washington County. And Ivins is literally just drive 15 minutes.
Yes.
And you're in
Wow,
Ivins.
so I've heard 15 minutes before.
It's very close. And then also Wallet Hub ranked Utah, the state of Utah, as the 8th best state to retire in the entire United States. So again, this is public information. So what we're going to do in this video is we're going to talk about what are some things that you need to know if you are thinking about retiring in St. George, Utah.
So stay tuned. What's up, everybody? I'm Sean Azad.
And I'm Courtney Azad, and we're with Keller Williams Realty right here in St. George, Utah. And if this is your first time to the channel and you are, you want to know everything that there is to know about living in St. George, press the subscribe button. We know that a lot of you are watching and not subscribing, so don't forget to do that.
And click on the little bell so you're notified every time a new video comes out.
Because we update new videos every week, usually twice a week.
And if you're watching this video, you're probably thinking, wow, okay, I love St. George. I love the Red Rocks. I love the weather. I can't wait to move out there, but I don't know anything about this area. So what do I do? And I totally get that. That's why you want to reach out to us, because that way we can have that conversation and find out what your needs are. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.
So according to niche.com, there's multiple criteria, right? We're not going to go into all of them, but let's say 2 of the criteria that come up right now are access to golf and fitness/recreational activities. We're kind of lumping those into one kind of quick category here to riff on, because St. George is one thing it's known for is tons of recreational activities/golf.
Yeah, for sure. And then just a little side note first before we talk about that. I forgot to say that Santa Clara, which is another city, it's in between Ivins and St. George, that also was ranked number 8 on this list.
Yeah, so just that string of cities right next to each other.
Yeah, so but with regards to golf, obviously golf is a huge, very popular activity.
Tons of courses, public and private courses. Mm-hmm. You have country club type of stuff. So you have a lot of different things. In fact, that new golf course, which is
the Black Desert Resort.
Yeah, incredible apparently. So that's going to be something. And then as far as recreational activities, all we have to say is that one, the World Senior Games is happening as we speak.
World Senior Games.
Did I say that?
Sean speaks very quickly.
Very quickly. I've had my caffeine today. So the World Senior Games is happening as we speak.
Yeah, literally as we speak.
Yeah, so tons of different activities for that.
Let's see some of the activities.
Tell us.
There's archery, badminton, basketball, golf. Yeah, so there's a lot.
Yeah, of that.
And people come from all over the world.
Yeah, thousands.
Yeah, seniors from all over the world come to do this.
Yes, and so obviously we have. We are able to offer this stuff. So that gives you a snapshot of what we offer. But of course, we have, again, just a ton, we also have the Ironman, so half Ironman, full Ironman, and world championships for both.
Mm-hmm.
So,
have been here.
Yeah.
The world championships for the half Ironman is going to be here in a couple weeks, actually.
And the full was just a few months ago.
The full was in May.
Yeah. So we have all that. Obviously, we have tons of golf, pickleball, as you were saying.
Mm-hmm.
We have
pickleball's huge.
Yeah, huge. And obviously, hiking and there's and the Red Rock. All that stuff. Zion's right here. It's just a ton of. And again, that's one of the huge draws. That's why we want to give further emphasis, because tons of stuff. And actually, that will kind of lead to another criteria, which is weather.
Yes.
And so obviously, you have all this outdoor stuff, but if obviously it's like snowing 9 months out of the year. Not going to be too helpful unless you're just doing winter sports, of course. But for what we do is people can golf all year round. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it gets a little toasty in the summer.
When it's lightning.
Yeah, or really toasty in the summer. You probably want to have.
I don't know. People still do it.
Yeah, a little spritz. Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, a lot of people they'll do it right as the sun rises. So this is in the sweltering sun.
Okay, so pro tip here.
Yeah,
we learned it the hard way.
A lot of people will get golf in, they'll
or their pickleball too.
Yeah, or their pickleball. They'll do it right as the sun is rising, and then you can
play till 9-10 o'clock.
Yeah, so you can play for a good 3 hours.
Yeah,
before it starts getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, again, in the summer, summers everywhere kind of tend to be really hot. Mm-hmm. So obviously we're certainly no exceptions. Our summers are pretty hot, but the morning you have some relief. It does. As the day progresses, it gets progressively hotter until mid-afternoon, basically, and then then it can be pretty sweltering.
Mhm.
But again, at the same time, what's nice is that it's not raining like a ton.
Mhm.
We got lots of sunshine. It's fantastic weather. So that's
Yeah.
a huge draw as far as like why, let's say, people would want to move to the area.
Yeah, I mean, if you think of, what are the places that people love to retire? People always think of Florida, right? Because it's a sunshine state.
Exactly. And
There's
again,
a lot of sunshine here.
but we don't have any humidity, so that
Yes.
helps too. So we get tons of sunshine. Yes, temperature-wise, we will probably get hotter than Florida. I'm sure we will, but at the same time, we don't have nearly the level. It's a dry heat at least, so you're not getting just you don't have that suffocating feeling. I feel like when you go to some of these other areas. So that's a huge draw. Again, I can't tell you how many people reach out to us because obviously we're being real. The summers are hot. That's but people that want to come here don't care. They're like, I just want to get out from the snow.
Yeah.
I'm done with the rain. I'm just ready to move out here because the weather, at least I can feel the sunshine and I can be out all year round.
So another criteria on this list was access to doctors. So Intermountain Regional Hospital, the St. George one, the one that's here in St. George, U.S. News and World Report ranks it number 2 out of all hospitals in Utah.
Yes, and in fact, Intermountain Healthcare, like basically this is a string of hospitals.
Yeah, it's a chain. It's like all over.
Yeah, 4 of the top 5 hospitals in the state are Intermountain. So
Yeah.
and we're the number 1 ranked of the Intermountain. So, but it's number 2 in the whole state. So
Yeah.
and if you're driving by River Road, which is basically one of the major commercial corridors, like where you have shopping and everything. What's great about Intermountain is that for a population at this size, it looks like it should be in a much bigger metropolitan area. It's a very impressive hospital, and it's not just like it's not just looks, right? It actually the doctors themselves really highly regarded. In fact, a good friend of ours, they had an incident where they had to get emergency procedure done. And their specialist back in California, who's really highly ranked, they looked at the report and they said, "This is perfect. I wouldn't have done things any other way."
Mm-hmm. And then another criteria they use is crime and safety. And again, this is public information. You can go, there's lots of different websites like bestplaces.net, for example. They'll show you like the violent crime rankings for St. George and then compared to national average. And then they'll show
property
you
crime
compared to national average.
And violent crime is like half of the of the U.S. average, basically.
Yeah, and then property crime is lower than average.
Yeah. So again, according to
bestplaces.net.
Yes, I'm referring to. So according to that, it's obviously it appears that health and safety. That safety is actually very highly ranked here. So
another criteria that they have is access to restaurants, and this I would say St. George, it's not like
we have restaurants. It's gotten a lot better over the years because talking to the locals that live in the area. They're like, oh, we remember when we got our first sushi restaurant, right? So it was it's come a long way. But again, if you're coming from a metropolitan area, it's not going to have the variety and the absolute quality. You're not going to find Michelin star restaurants here.
Yeah.
But good news is, about an hour and a half down the road, like down the 15 freeway, you could just go to Vegas to kind of scratch that itch. Because I don't know how many people are wanting to go to a Michelin star restaurant every week. But it really, if you make a little trip out of it or whatever, which we tend to do actually, when we get that little itch, we kind of just do a little like 1 day trip really just to Vegas just to kind of have access to that. Just why not, kind of thing. So but the restaurants here are totally fine. But at the same time, if you want the great restaurants, you probably want to go to Vegas. And
then another criteria they used was cost of living, and this one. Let's talk about this.
That's going to be a ding for people. Obviously, we've had massive appreciation over the years. I think that the secret is out. People want to move to St. George for a variety of reasons. And obviously, there's limited supply here. So with limited supply, the prices moved up. And so cost of living.
Prices in housing specifically.
Specifically. Actually, if you look at everything else, like all the other inputs as far as cost of living beyond, except for housing, we're about average nationally. But when you add the cost of living part, we kind of spike.
When you add the housing part.
Yes.
Yeah, when you add the housing, we definitely spike.
Yes. So just be aware that it's not, you're not getting, in general, St. George is on the costlier side compared to the national average.
Okay, and the last criteria that we're going to talk about, they talked about on niche.com, access to grocery stores. I definitely would say, I actually really like the grocery stores that we have here, but we don't have Whole Foods and we don't have Trader Joe's, at least the time of this recording. There are rumors.
Whispers.
There's also whispers about Winco as well, which is another like really popular store that we don't have.
But we do have Costco.
Yeah, we do have
That's
Costco.
actually, I know that, like, and then we do have, obviously we have like Harmon's, Lynn's, Natural Grocers, or we have like a lot of Smith's. Yeah, Smith's is great. So Smith's is Kroger. So depending on what region you are, I think they're renamed different things. With Smith's, like Ralph's in, like, let's say the West Coast or whatever. So so we have tons of different shopping options, and not just grocery shopping. We have actually, that's the population that we do have, the general shopping here is actually pretty fantastic. Obviously, if you want amazing shopping, again, I don't know how often you would need to do that, but you could just go down, again, about an hour and a half, go to Vegas, and kind of scratch that itch too.
So that's it. That's our video.
And remember, we are licensed realtors in the state of Utah, so as much as we do love making these videos, what we love more is to help you with your real estate needs. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, what you want to do is you want to give us a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email.
Or you can reach out to us via WhatsApp. However you want to get a hold of us, we've got your back.